Darjeeling. The pleasant greens of the dense forest of the hills. The sky that chooses its own vivid colors that have the power to make one gaze all day. The calm, the beauty, and the people. It's the road that gives the hills its silence. It's the color that gives the hills its fertility. And it's the pleasant aura that makes Darjeeling what it is today. Darjeeling is in the Indian state of West Bengal. It is located in the Lesser Himalayas or the Mahabharat range at an average altitude of 6,710 feet. It is noted for its tea industry and the Darjeeling Himalayan Railways, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Darjeeling is the headquarters of Darjeeling District, which has a partially autonomous status within the state of West Bengal. The development of this town dates back to the mid-19th century when the colonial British administration set up a sanatorium and a military depot. Subsequently, extensive tea plantations were established in the region, and tea growers developed hybrids of black tea and created new fermentation techniques. The resultant distinctive Darjeeling tea is internationally famous and ranks amongst the most popular of the black teas. Darjeeling Himalayan Railways. Built between the year 1879 and 1881, the Darjeeling Himalayan Railways is about 88 kilometers long, connecting the town with the plains. The final destination of the so-called toy train is the Darjeeling station. The Darjeeling station is located at an altitude of 6,812 feet. 4 modern diesel locomotives handles most of the scheduled services. However, the daily Karshang-Darjeeling return service and the tourist trains from Darjeeling to Ghum are handled by the vintage British-built B-class steam locomotives. The Ghum station, at an altitude of 7,407 feet, is the highest railway station in India. Once this was the railway station at highest altitude overall the world, and it is still the highest altitude station overall for narrow gauge railway. The Ghum station now includes a railway museum on the first floor as well. The Darjeeling Himalayan Railway is one of the key factors which attracts tourists from India as well as all over the world. Darjeeling is a traveler's paradise. Apart from pleasant weather and scenic beauty, there is a lot to see and do in Darjeeling. The town center of Darjeeling is known as the Mall or the Chaurasta. It is like a flat open promenade, which is a pedestrian-only zone, free of vehicular traffic. Chaurasta is surrounded by colorful stores, an old horse stable, and an open-air theater with a backdrop of mountains, and valleys. Most tourists try to stay near the mall area to be close to the hub of all activities, hotels, restaurants, and shops. The Happy Valley Tea Garden. It is the nearest from the Chaurasta. Then there's the Padmaja Naidu Himalayan Zoological Park, one of the best zoos in the country, noted for raising wild wolf and endangered species. Then there's the ropeway, functional since 1968, which was closed in 2003 after an accident killed 4 tourists. It was proposed to be reopened in 2007 and finally reopened in February 2012. Barring this, there are more places of interest for different types of tourists according to their choices. The Buddhist monasteries of Darjeeling are a very famous place amongst tourists, especially the foreigners who come to Darjeeling in search of peace. Peace of mind. The most significant of all the monasteries in Darjeeling is the Japanese temple, located in the Jalapahar hills built in traditional Japanese style. Close to it is the Japanese Peace Pagoda. In the Japanese Peace Pagoda, there are 4 large avatars of Lord Buddha on its 4 sides. The Japanese temple gives a feel of spiritual peace amongst the hummings and chants of the lamas. The Peace Pagoda was constructed by a Japanese order by the name of Nippon-san Nyohoji and is dedicated to world peace. The local people of Darjeeling are sincere, friendly and honest and live a very simple lifestyle. They live in peace and harmony and have their own local samaj or the society for every particular area, comprising of all the residents of that area who are united to help each other in good and bad times.
हमारे दार्जिलिंग में समाज बहुत ही मजबूत किस्म का है। यहाँ पे लोगों को हर तरफ से, हर गांव मोहल्ले के लोग सहयोग करते हैं। चाहे शादी वगैरह हो, किसी का मृत्यु हो जाए तो उसमें भी गांव मोहल्ले के लोग आके उसको सहयोग करते हैं, पूरा हेल्पफुल रहता है।
यहाँ पर जैसे मरण पुकार बोलते हैं, जो आप जितना भी बड़ा आदमी हो उनका भी हम लोग हेल्प करते हैं पैसा रुपया से। जितना भी गरीब हो उनको भी हम लोग हेल्प करते हैं पैसा से। छोटा बड़ा आदमी, गरीब आदमी, वो सब हम लोग का एकदम ये नहीं सोचता हम लोग।
दूसरा बात, ईमानदार। एक नेपाली जाति में सबसे अच्छा ईमानदार, सबसे ज्यादा बेईमानी को पता नहीं है हमारा।
हम बोला यहाँ पर आया था घूमने के लिए शादी में, वो उसका तिलेरी, सोना का तिलेरी था जो गिर गया, दिखता नहीं है। वो 1 घंटा बाद में गया खोजने को, वो जहाँ पर बस स्टैंड में उतरा था वहीं पर गिरा हुआ मिला उसको, सोना का बोतल की तिलेरी। वही लोग बोला, टूरिस्ट लोग बोला एक दफे उसका बैग जो था, पैसा का बैग सूटकेस वो छूट गया था गाड़ी में, नहीं मिल रहा, किंतु गाड़ी वाला जाकर उसको क्या बोलता है वहाँ पर रख दिया, जहाँ पर गाड़ी का टिकट होता वहाँ पर रख दिया, उसको जाकर देखा उसको मिल गया, उसका पैसा रुपया जो था सब। ऐसा होता है हम लोग यहाँ दार्जिलिंग।
अभी इन साइड में आप मान लो कोई चीज गलती से रह भी गया तो 5 मिनट में साफ हो जाएगा, मिलेगा अभी 5 मिनट में वो सामान उठ के चला जाएगा। लेकिन यहाँ दिन रात जिसको भी मिलता है सिंडिकेट में या तो थाने में ले जाके उनको जमा कर देता है।
हम लोग यहाँ पर ऐसा है।
भगवान है नहीं, भगवान को देखता है ना सभी चीज, है ना। ईमानदारी आदमी को तो कुछ भगवान भी तो हाथ उठा रहा होगा ना, हाथ उठा के उठाता ना।
The local people of Darjeeling are hardworking, courageous and sturdy, and so are the women. Equality of men and women, which is yet a dream for the rest of India, is a striking reality in Darjeeling. Women work out in the fields, pluck tea leaves, sell homegrown organic items, runs fast food stalls and shops in the market, and are cheerful and vigorous.
As I being a student of Darjeeling, feel very proud that I am born here. I do not feel afraid of anything. As being a girl, I would like to say that in the plains we feel very uncomfortable walking alone. But in Darjeeling it's not like that. Like boys and girls, they are treated equally. We are not discriminated in any grounds. Like girls in plains, they say that girls should not go out at night. They should not do this, that. But in Darjeeling, it's not like that. All girls and boys are treated equally. In Darjeeling, we do not have any uncomfortable feeling, like we do not feel unsafe. But in plains, I often see that southern India crime patrol and all, and we get information from there that walking at night for girls is very unsafe. Whereas in Darjeeling, it's not like that.
Darjeeling traditionally means Darjeeling, which means the land of thunderbolt. This is also believed to be the abode of Lord Shiva in the guise of Mahakal, the supreme ordainer. The observatory hill or the Mahakal temple is religiously significant and frequented by both the Hindus and the Buddhists, and it is the most sacred place in Darjeeling. And it is strongly believed that the sole reason for the prosperity of Darjeeling is the holy observatory hill. Even though the Hindus form the majority in the total estimated population of around 12 lakhs in Darjeeling, the Buddhists form the largest religious minority group with some 14%, while Christians and Muslims comprise of some 8%. And one can see a number of Buddhist monasteries, churches, and mosques in Darjeeling, as the local people reflect exemplary religious harmony, which is yet another remarkable thing about Darjeeling. Rains, thunder, skyscraping hills, honest and industrious people, Buddhist flavor, sensational jungles, and varied wildlife. These are the quintessence of life of Darjeeling.